Now, let me not confuse you. Let's go and continue down here. And the original question is, what's going to be the sign of thy coming, your P-A-R-O-U-S-I-A, your physical arrival. Physical arrival. Now, why would the apostles be asking him, when are you coming back for a short period of time to make a real quick appearance and leave us again? That's what they're asking? You actually think that these guys are so stupid, they say, when are you coming back for just a few minutes, a few seconds to make a great flash of lightning and leave again? What would they care if he came back just to make some quick appearance and leave? And the preterists are saying that down here in verse 27, for as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the parousia, physical arrival of the Son of Man be. They're saying as the lightning shines from the east to the west. And many of the preterists have a doctrine, they say, well, that's during Jesus' generation. So they're saying that right before the temple was destroyed in 70 A.D., Jesus made an appearance in that temple in Jerusalem. That he came and made some appearance in the temple, and there was a flash of lightning through the temple. What? I mean, you have to invent that doctrine. That holds no water. First of all, mainly because the reason that doesn't hold any water is because in Colossians 2:14. Colossians 2:14. In Colossians 2:14, blotting out the handwriting of ordinances, which was against us, contrary to us, took it out of the way, nailing it to his cross. When he drove a nail through an original contract with the contracting parties present and everyone consenting, then it invalidated the contract, it did away with that contract, and they began a new contract. When Jesus was nailed to the cross, this original temple was blotted out, and that was in 33 A.D., wasn't it? And here's the original temple. There's the table of showbread. Here's the 7 candlesticks, the Ark of the Covenant, the veil, and the altar, and Solomon's porch here, and here's the brazen sea. All that was blotted out in 33 A.D. Now tell me why. Why would Jesus come back and make an appearance in a temple that he has blotted out? And why would he have one built again in the middle of a tribulation period at the end of time that he had blotted out? And why would he have people building a temple at the 3.5-year point, and he would stop the building of the temple and stop the sacrifice and cause it to cease when Jesus was the one sacrifice offered once for all? Why would he do that? And if you're offering a sacrifice in a little Jewish temple, that would be an insult and affront to God's grace, wouldn't it? That would be a slap in his face. That would be a denial that Jesus was the true Messiah, and it wouldn't even meet. Anybody who stops the offering of a sacrifice in a literal temple, that will not meet the definition of an abomination, which is the word B-D-E-L-U-G-M-A. It means to stink up something that's righteous. How could stopping a literal lamb, when Jesus is the lamb over here that's been offered once for all for our sins, and he's now the lamb in the spiritual temple of God, how could you offer a lamb in a Jewish temple and that be pleasing to God at all? Anyone who stopped that would be doing a righteous thing, wouldn't they? I don't know where these guys come up with their reasoning. I bet they all flunked 5th grade arithmetic. What do you bet? I don't think they got through their onesies and twosies. Good night. How can you guys even think that way? I'm astounded at it. Now they're saying that Jesus came back and made an appearance in a temple that he's blotted out in 70 A.D. And they say that's when God quit dealing with the Jews. 70 A.D. They have failed to recognize something else. The Jews wasn't destroyed in 70 A.D. The temple was leveled and Jerusalem was destroyed, they run over here on the banks of the Dead Sea in a place called Masada. And Masada wasn't destroyed until 72 AD. What are you guys going to do with that? Huh? I mean, their times and dates and everything is messed up. And I'm bringing this out again because of the verse over here in 1 Peter. Over here in 1 Peter 4:7. Because they say the end of all things is near. And Peter wrote 1 Peter around 55. We're not sure. Somewhere between 55 to 60 AD. So when Peter says the end of all things is near, they say, ha, see, we're right. Our preterism is true. That's not even what Peter was even talking about. That's not a reference to the end of the age. The word is telos. Telos. And telos is a derivative of teleiotes, T-E-L-E-I-O-T-E-S. It's a derivative of teleos, T-E-L-E-I-O-S. All these words and several others, T-E-L-E-I-O-O, all these have to do with complete, completion, maturity. And we've already been studying this. This verse in 1 Peter 4:7 is a reference back to 1 Peter 3:18 and 19, which is about the spirits in prison or the Gentile church maturing. That word telos, let me read it to you again. Now this comes out of, I don't have time to read all that to you, but this is the first word on this list. This is out of Kittel's Dictionary of New Testament Greek Words. The first word on this is T-E-L-O-S. T-E-L-O-S. That's the way it's spelled. That's the way telos is spelled. T-E-L-O-S. And then the second word is teleo. T-E-L-E-O. T-E-L-E-O. And then you have epiteleo, sunteleo, suntelia, S-U-N-T-E-L-E-I-A, and panteles,